Hello everyone, Jan here, and I'm going to be doing my manga pickups for this month of August. Now, I'm very satisfied with what I have actually gotten, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go through it quickly. First, I have Dahak, GU Plus, which is a sequel. It says it takes 3 years later after the events of Dahak Legend of the Twilight. And for those of you who don't know what .hack is, it's basically an adaptation of a PS2 RPG game, PlayStation 2. And the manga, it's basically what made the category of RPGs, like open like MMORPGs type style mangas famous. You can thank .hack for that. Next, I have Attack on Titan Volume 1. I am so happy to finally have this, because I've been wanting to start collecting Attack on Titan. It's not also One Punch Man, but I'll get to that at some point. But yeah, Volume 1 of Attack on Titan. I'm so glad I have it. Next is Biichi Volume 2. This is actually from the creator of Soul Eater, if you can't tell. This is actually a series that he made before Soul Eater. It's basically about a bunch of super smart kids with intellectual powers, I think. And there's only 4 volumes, so I'm hoping I could get more. Next is from my favorite series ever, Fullmetal Alchemist Volume 12. And that's all I have to say on that. Next is Hero Tales Volume 1. This will look nicely next to my Volume 2, which has been Lonely, from the same creator, Fullmetal Alchemist. Funny thing, she actually made her and her team, which worked on this together, go to China and to have a tour of what they're gonna expect when they tackle Chinese culture, which this is what this goes through. Next is Aizu, or Is, Volume 2. I really enjoyed this series. If you haven't seen my review on it, go ahead and do so if you have read this. It's very fantastic, and I can't wait to keep collecting more. Next is the very fantastic, brand new Twilight Princess Volume 2, which will look great with my Volume 1. And I actually pre-ordered this as soon as I could have, and I actually got a discount too on Amazon, so that's great. And I'm gonna actually read it later. It's just fantastic. And if you haven't played the game that was adapted, please do so. Next, Nisekoi Volume 6. Also really enjoyed this series, and I can't wait to get more of it. Next is the first volume of Pinto Our Hearts. I actually watched the anime of this and did not know that it did not follow through the manga's story completely. It stops like about, I think, a third of the way, half of the way. I'm not sure, but it cut off, and I'm gonna have to read the series now if I want to know how it ends. Next, Pretty Face Volume 3. It's very hard to find these for some reason. And I don't always want to be buying online, and I always want to find physical. So that's why it's such a hard time for me to find them, but I'm glad. Then lastly, we have Volumes 4 and 5. Yeah, I actually have 2 of these compared to the rest of Sorry to Vampire. Yeah, these just look great. This series was so was funny, was adventurous, was romantic. It had everything that you need. It also has monster girls. If you guys are into monster girls, I definitely am. And yeah, Volume 4 and 5 of that. And those were my pickups for this month of August. And I'm very satisfied with each and every of my purchases. I wish I could have gotten more. I have a lot of series in my mind that I would have gotten, but I guess that's what I'm gonna have to do next month or the next. If you liked what you saw, if you have any recommendations, you know what to do. Like, subscribe. I'll really appreciate it. Also, comment below if you have any recommendations. I want to make it a discussion. I want to see what you guys have to say. Also, subscribe to my Twitter down in the link below. I'd really appreciate that too. Until next time, guys. See ya. Thanks for listening to my nonsense.